Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Hello everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Court for another Rider Nation Station Sports telecast of Rough Rider girls basketball. As tonight, the Lady Rough Riders host the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins. I'm Joe Hurlbert. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. I'm joined again by Kelly and Derek J. And of course, the Rough Riders are coming off a win on Tuesday. They come in with a record of 6-2 overall, 2-0 in the Western Buckeye League. The Wapakoneta Lady Skins are coming in with an overall mark of 2-5 and 1-1 in the Western Buckeye League. Always a big battle, cross-county rivals, and it should be a good one regardless of the records.
Yeah, and we talked about this a little bit Tuesday, that on paper, teams are kind of headed in opposite directions a little bit, but I think when it comes to a rivalry game, Wapakoneta, Salina, I think you kind of throw the records out the window and just say, okay, they're ready to go head-to-head here and see who comes out on top.
Well, of course, as we mentioned, Marcy Albers is the head coach of the Lady Redskins. They come in with a mark of 2-5 overall, 1-1 in the Western Buckeye League. I'm sure at this juncture of the season she would have liked to have a few more wins under her belt, but nonetheless, the Lady Skins are playing some good basketball, and I think they'll be very competitive on the floor. I'm sure they are no stranger to what John Burke and his Lady Rough Riders do offensively and defensively, and I think she'll have them prepared.
On Tuesday night this week, the Redskins dropped a nail-biter, 1-point game to LCC, and I'm sure that there's, probably a positive vibe. You hate to lose, nobody likes to lose, but it wasn't like it was a blowout loss, and I'm sure that they learned some things. They're getting better, they're getting more competitive, and so yeah, I'm sure they're coming in here with some.
On the other side of the coin, the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders coming off a 44-21 victory. You and Derek called that game on Tuesday. So the Rough Riders, Lady Riders are on a roll. As I said, they're coming in 6-2, 2-0 in the Western Buckeye League.
The Rough Riders, and again, on paper, there were some games that they should have won. They should have beaten Fort Recovery. They should have probably blown out Defiance, but had a nail-biter. The Riders were down one with under a minute to go against the Defiance Bulldogs, and kind of squeaked out a win there. Throw in Findlay, very competitive team, but then Knoxville, not competitive, and Salina, not very competitive. So they've had a stretch of games without being really solid opponents. I would throw Wapak again on paper into that category. This is a game where the Riders are the favorites, and are they going to come out here on the floor and look like the favorites? We'll see that here in just a few minutes. We've talked early on about the Riders establishing an identity in this team because they have a lot of new kids in the lineup this year, and we're starting to see that. We're starting to see Morgan Hesse being the leading scorer, almost 12 points a game for the blue and gold. Cora Rabel, 10.5 points per game. She's doing a bulk of the ball handling for them. She's their slasher. She's their floor leader. Her sister Reese, just under 10 points a game as well. And she's now the three-point threat, the outside shooter for the Riders. People are starting to kind of fall into place. Ella Jacobs is getting her hands on a lot of rebounds, and she's very active inside. So we're seeing some things start to emerge in this season, and I kind of hate to call it at this point a young season, because
right.
If you look at the schedule, we're a third of the way through.
Absolutely. You know, when you talked about the rebounds, of course, the team's leader in rebounds is Morgan Hesse. She's pulled down 69 rebounds to date, and she is followed closely, as you mentioned, by Ella Jacobs. Ella doesn't score a lot, but I tell you what, she's a banger. She'll get in there and she'll get your offensive board, she'll get your defensive board, or she'll just try to keep it alive and tip it out and give your offense another shot at the basket. But she's scrappy, so she's a pretty good role player, and she knows what her role is on the floor, and as we go from there.
Yes, Morgan Hesse almost averaging, give her a little incentive here to grab a few more rebounds, almost averaging a double-double, which is quite a feat.
Mm-hmm.
And Ella Jacobs is over 5 rebounds a game, so very impressive statistics, and we'll see if they can continue those, pad them a little extra tonight.
Absolutely. Right now they're lowering the flag for the playing of our national anthem here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. We're going to step away. We're going to come back. We'll check the starting lineups. We'll have the tip-off for you between the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders and the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins. We'll do that when we come back right after this.
Providing insurance services since 1953, the R.J. Burke Insurance Agency is here to help with your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Being an independent insurance agency representing many fine companies and located at 121 North Wayne Street in St. Mary's, contact Joe Burke or Dan Burke for a no-obligation quote today.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Mark your calendars for Memorial High School's performance of Anastasia, the musical, March 31st to April 1st. Inspired by the 20th Century Fox motion picture, this dazzling show transports its audience from the Russian Empire to 1920s Paris. As a brave young woman enlists the help of a charismatic ensemble cast to reconnect with her past in search of home, love, and family. Follow the St. Mary's Memorial High School Drama Club on Facebook for more information.
Alrighty, a very nice rendition of our national anthem. We'll have to see if we can get Ross on that, see who that actually was. Do you know?
That's what I was asking Hannah.
And he doesn't know either.
No.
Ella Glass.
Ella Glass.
Awesome job by Ella Glass as she performed the national anthem. Here, well, while we got an opportunity, I'm going to pass this along to you, that if you're available on Saturday, December 17th, that's right, this Saturday, a hometown Christmas celebration featuring the St. Mary's Area Community Band under the direction of Dane Newlove. They will be performing at 6:30 p.m. at the Grand Opera House here in St. Mary's. A $10 donation will benefit Friends of the St. Mary's Theater and Grand Opera House. And not only are you able to listen to the St. Mary's Area Community Band, but also performing will be Memorial High School's Glitter and Gold Show Choir, Adam Eulenhank, a jazz saxophonist, and Rachel Thornsberry, who is an outstanding vocalist. So if you get an opportunity and a chance to get there to see that, it'll be Saturday, December 17th at 6:30 p.m. at the Grand Opera House in St. Mary's. A $10 donation at the door will get you in. So another fine community event put on by the Friends of the Grand Lake St. Mary's Theater.
we have some talent in this community.
We do.
We do.
We do.
It's good to be able to show it. As we're announcing the starting lineups, I should mention this, that Wapak is their head coach this year is Marcy Alberts. Marcy, this is her first year taking over for Rusty Allen, who was there for 14 seasons. He was one of the veteran coaches in the Western Buckeye League, and his resume was quite spectacular as far as wins and state accomplishments with the Redskins, excuse me, and so she comes in kind of a rebuilding mode for the Redskins, but her personal playing background is quite spectacular. Coach Albert played in the WNBA.
No way.
She went to the Cleveland Rockers as an undrafted free agent in 1997. Yeah, and Orville, I want to say Worcester High School, Division I Player of the Year in 1993, almost 1,700 points, 4-year letterman, and team captain at the Ohio State University. Honorable mention, all Big Ten. Hey, she's got a resume.
She does, and
yeah.
and I'll tell you what, give her some time.
Kudos to executive producer Doug Spencer for relaying that information onto me. Yes,
he found that. Well, the tip is controlled by the Lady Rough Riders. They'll have the basketball as Cora Rabel will toss it into Reagan Allmeyer.
We should say the Laura Yelton State Farm tip-off.
Yes. You got him down there.
Yeah, my cheat sheets.
Nice shot put up by Morgan Hesse. Nice strong move. Lady Riders jump out to a 2-0 lead on the American Legion scoreboard. Ball's all stolen by Cora Rabel. She'll kick it back out to Hesse. To Reese Rabel for 3. Rolls out, won't go. Hesse comes down with the rebound. In the corner to Allmeyer. She's going to launch a 3. That's too hard. Ella Jacobs on the backside with the rebound. Out to Rabel. They'll set up the offense. Allmeyer, nice move. Goes up with a shot, whistle, and a foul. It's going to be called on, of course, this would be right off the bat.
Riley Zalagowski, yes.
Riley Zalagowski. I spelled it phonetically. That's not what it looks like, how I got it spelled, how she spells it. But
Yes, she has one of those Mike Krzyzewski looking spellings. Yes.
She has a last name that has every letter of the alphabet in it.
Correct. And Reagan Allmeyer misses those are her first free throw misses of the season.
Really?
However, she hasn't gotten to the free throw line a ton. So,
So she makes 1 of 2. Lady Riders on top, 3-0. Shot put up and in. I think it was Fullenkamp that made that last basket.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Cora Rabel was going to head for the basket, but then she stopped and then backed out to the wing, and Ella Jacobs thought she was going to continue toward the basket, and she throws it out of bounds. So.
Cardinal rule that we coaches always talk about: never fake a backdoor cut.
Rabel in the paint, goes up, rolls around, nope, won't go. Ella Jacobs. And we've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Ella Jacobs. And we talked about her just being where the ball is.
Being aggressive and going up for those boards, and I'm not upset by that kind of foul. She's aggressive. She's going after her second possession. And
Elizabeth Good to quarter. Back to Elizabeth Good for the Lady Redskins, guarded by Rabel. Far side it goes to Seafring. To Elizabeth Good.
Good is the leading scorer for the Redskins. 13.3 points per game.
Quarter with the basketball. Lady Riders in a 2-3 zone.
been in zones a little more the last several games than they had probably in the early part of the season.
Shot put up by Courtney Fullenkamp is missed. Riders coming the other direction. Hesse up off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Ella Jacobs fighting for it. Comes down to Fullenkamp to Elizabeth Good. We're going the other way with it. Zalagowski with the basketball. She'll drop it down low to Fullenkamp. Ball stolen. Allmeyer with it. And here comes the Riders. Cora Rabel had it, but she had it swiped away from her, so turnover gives it back to the Lady Skins. Elizabeth Good drives right side. She's going to take it to the hole, up off the window, won't go. Rebound, fought for, whistled, jump ball. Possession arrow shows that this basketball will belong to the Lady Redskins. They'll have it underneath their own baskets. 3-2 in the early goings here. Shot put up by Quarter. Nope, won't go. Rebound, Ella Jacobs on the backside. Gives it to Rabel. And she'll bring it across the timeline. Picked up at half court by Zalagowski. Nice. Oh, Allmeyer had the shot, I thought. But
Yep. Shouldn't have passed out.
Yep.
Should have tried to take that up. And that was great. That was a great feed by Ella Jacobs. That was a nice bounce pass. That was a pass that had to be made, and just Riders didn't finish out with the.
Reagan Allmeyer picked up the foul. It's her first. It's the team's second here in the first quarter. Seifring with the basketball. Down low it goes to Madison Springer, number 45, who just checked in the ball game for the Lady Redskins. Hesse rolls around, won't go. Rebound comes down to Good. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Got Sierra Graber coming into the Riders lineup.
Good with the basketball. We'll give it to Kiera Seifring. Porter back to Seifring to Good. Shot put up and nope, off the iron by Kiera Seifring. Here comes the Lady Riders. Nice pass to Allmeyer. She's going to go up. She's going to go to the line as she was fouled by Elizabeth Good.
I'm sure we're going to see this on the Shaft auto replay, but she did a really nice job on that drive, drawing body contact, kind of absorbing the hit and taking it up anyways. Kind of what she needed to do here about a minute ago when she got
exactly.
it. But yeah, it was a nice job here.
Yep. Reagan hits the first one. She makes them both. So the Lady Riders extend their lead 5-2 as Ashley Nuss checks into the ball game. Reagan Allmeyer will have a seat over by head coach John Burke. 3:25 remaining here in the first quarter. We got a whistle and a foul on Ashley Nuss.
I'm sure that Coach Burke probably talked about getting turnovers. If you look at the stats against OG, Wapak had 20 turnovers, and just you can't give away that many possessions and expect to win. So I'm sure that was a discussion yesterday in practice. We got to be aggressive with them and get them to cough it up a little bit.
There was a jump ball on the floor. The possession arrow favors the Rough Riders, so they'll have the basketball. Ashley Nuss with the basketball, gets a pick by Hesse. Reese Rabel. Reese Rabel drives right side. She'll kick it into the corner to Cora. Pretty physical bump there. Reese Rabel for three. Got it.
And Tuesday, Reese was 5-9 from 3-point line and like 4 or 5 in the first half. from the three-point line. So she was definitely on fire. Great to see her come out here tonight. Hit one fairly quickly into the game. Hopefully that continues. She's trending upward in the three-point shooting percentage right now.
Rider foul was on Sierra Graber. That was her first, team's fourth. Shot put up no good by the Lady Skins. Here comes the Lady Riders the other way. Ashley Nuss with the basketball. Gives it to Sierra Graber. Far side it goes to Reese Rabel. She's going to launch one from about 22. Nope, won't go. Rebound Cora goes up with a shot. She whistle and a foul. Nice hustle by Cora Rabel as she gets the offensive board and then just goes right straight back up with it, and she draws a foul, and she'll go to the line and to shoot two.
Cora is the Riders' leading free throw percentage shooter. She's at 68% from the free throw line, and again, trending upwards.
That's the direction you want to go.
Yeah, she had struggled a little in the first few games, but has gotten on track real well. So 68%. And speaking of offensive boards, which Cora got, the Redskins were out-rebounded on the offensive boards 15-2 against Ottawa Glandorf. Now, Ottawa Glandorf is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
But 15 offensive boards is a lot of offensive boards. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's something that the Riders need to be aggressive with, something that's there for the taking if they want.
Into the ball game now for Wapak is Amber Schnippel. Shot missed by the Lady Skins. Here comes Cora Rabel. Pass was intended for Sierra Graber. Ball goes off her fingertips, sails out of bounds, and quickly off the bench, and checking in is Ella Jacobs. Ball stolen by Jacobs. Nice pass up court to Cadence Hirschfeld, who's in the ball game for the Lady Riders. Ball sails out of bounds. 1:21 remaining here in the first quarter on the American Legion scoreboard. Riders lead 10-2.
With that pretty easy victory on Tuesday, Coach Burke was able to substitute fairly freely to keep everybody.
Cadence Hirschfeld drills a three-point goal, 13-2. Lady Riders on top. Here comes the Skins.
Morgan Hesse did a nice job of
holding the ground.
Yep, holding the ground and not leaning in a lot, just staying straight up.
Allmeyer to Hesse, goes up from the shot, rolls around and falls through. 15-2, Lady Riders on top on the American Legion scoreboard. Give it to Amber Schnippel, down low it goes. Shot put up and in by Hannah Preen. I believe.
Fullenkamp.
Fullenkamp.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fullenkamp.
Hannah Fullenkamp. Well, not Hannah Fullenkamp.
Courtney.
Shot put up by Reagan Altmeyer, a three-point goal. So the Riders answer with a three-point goal of their own. We're under 10 seconds with 5 seconds remaining. Morgan Hesse knocks the ball out of bounds with 2.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Reese Rabel will check in. Riley Zalagowski checks in as well. Don't have a lot of time. Shot put up by Good, won't go. That's the end of the first quarter. With a score on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the St. Marys Lady Rough Riders 18, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 4. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Marys the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Marys. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Marys. Give them a call today.
At Chef Auto Sales in St. Marys, we don't play any of those pricing games. Our quality vehicles are priced at or below market value, and our no-pressure friendly staff is here to help you. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron Hyde, the car guy at Chef Auto Sales.
18-4, the Lady Rough Riders lead at the end of the first quarter. Derek, what you got as far as numbers are concerned?
Riders really off to a pretty hot start here. 3 for 6 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the line. Kind of two areas that the Riders, statistically speaking, aren't that great at, but definitely shooting it very well tonight so far.
So the Lady Skins will have the basketball to start the second quarter, and Kiera Seifring will trigger it in to Reagan Corder. Drop it down low, kick it back out to Corder. Springer goes up, nope, gets her own rebound, sends it to the corner to Elizabeth Good. She's looking for somebody to pass it to, gives it to Springer. Springer goes up, shot won't go, rebound, Reagan.
Reese.
Reese Rabel, and she was fouled.
Personal foul number 45, Madison Springer.
Because the Riders don't have a ton of size, so oftentimes Reese gets down on that low block defensively, and she's not exceptionally tall. She has to work pretty hard to box out, make sure she's got good position, which she did that time.
Cadence Hirschfeld in the ball game here to start the second quarter. She has the basketball. The Jacobs, Allmeyer. Reese Rabel, Ella Jacobs. Reese is going to launch another three. Nope, that won't go. Rebound. Oh, the Rough Riders had a chance, but Hirschfeld ran into Jacobs. Springer goes down. High arching shot. Nope, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Kick it back out to Corder. She goes up with the shot. Nope, won't go. Springer with the rebound. Won't go. Here comes Ella Jacobs. She'll give it to Reagan Allmeyer. Here comes the Lady Riders. Morgan Hesse, Cadence Hirschfeld. She'll drop it down to Hesse. I think it last touch by Wapak. Nope. I thought it was last touch by Kiera Seifring off her fingertips, but apparently the officials saw it better than I did, so the ball will go to the Lady Redskins.
I wouldn't say better. I think there was a tip there too, Joe. Maybe just differently than how we saw it. There was definitely a double tip off of Hesse's hands and then off of the defender's hands.
Get there on the sidelines.
Ball last touched by the Lady Riders. Lady Redskins will have the basketball as Kiera Seifring will trigger it in from the corner. Elizabeth Good with the basketball, top of the key. Riders still sitting in that 2-3 zone. Corder puts up a three, won't go. Rebound was, the ball was smacked out by Hesse, and we've got a whistle and a foul on Reagan Allmeyer.
Personal foul number 2, Reagan Allmeyer, her second, team fifth.
That was one of those fouls that was not necessarily a wise foul.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but I didn't know how to say it. I mean, you're like 30 feet away from the basket.
Right.
No need for that one at that point in time.
They're not attacking. You're not trying to stop them. It was just,
Shot put up by Seifring, won't go. Rebound put up and in by Courtney Fullenkamp. Reese Rabel goes up with a shot, hits the bottom of the backboard. Riders run the floor pretty good that time, but just wasn't able to finish. Oh, and Reagan Allmeyer steps in for the steal. She'll wait for the troops. Cora Rabel, far side, it goes to Allmeyer.
Lily
Ramel's into the ball game. Cora Rabel. Approaching 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. In the corner it goes to Allmeyer. Rabel. Rammel for three. Back of the iron. Won't go. Rebound. Last touch by the Wapakoneta Redskins. So Zalagowski checks in for the Lady Skins. Ashley Nuss and Ella Jacobs check back in for the Lady Riders. 18-6 on the American Legion scoreboard. Lady Redskins on a 2-0 run here. Lady Riders have yet to score here in the second quarter. Redskins have only scored 2 points. And we've got a pushing foul.
Riders have looked a little out of sorts offensively. Just a little bit.
Elizabeth Good picks up the foul for the Lady Redskins. Skins have 5 team fouls. The Lady Riders have 5 as well. Ashley Nuss will trigger it in. And Cora Rabel's going to run it down. Reese Rabel with the basketball. Ashley Nuss.
Redskins have gotten a little used to the Rough Rider offense, and
they're switching all the ball screens.
They're switching ball screens and just kind of keeping people in front. The Riders need to either go to a different set or do some different reads off of that. Take advantage of their switching.
Switching's fine. If they're going to switch, you can still run a ball screen,
sure.
But you just have to you have to attack it differently than
right.
if they're trying to get around it.
Shot put up and in by Courtney Fullenkamp, the 5'10 sophomore. She has 8 points in the ball game.
Already exceeded her yearly average of 6.3 points per game.
Cora Rabel drives inside the paint, goes up with a shot off the window. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Fullenkamp. She'll give it to Good and quickly fouled by Cora Rabel.
Sometimes those are a little frustration fouls.
Yes. And Cora picks up her first personal foul, team 6. One more foul by the Riders, and the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins will be in the bonus. Quarter with the basketball. Seifring in the paint. Kick it back out to Good for three. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Nuss.
Excellent box out by Ashley Nuss.
Cora Rabel. Ball almost stolen by Reagan Porter. Cora Rabel. Goes up with a shot, won't go. Good defense by the Lady Skins.
Yeah, they're content right now to play that kind of soft defense on the ball. Keep them in front. Make them put the ball on the floor, and then get a lot of help inside.
Hesse hits the Lady Riders' first 2 points of the second quarter. That comes at about the 2:25 mark here in the half.
Hesse coming in with about 12 points per game for the blue and gold.
Seifring with the basketball. Give it to Fullenkamp. She's going to launch a three. High archer rattles it in. 20-11. Ella Jacobs on the other end misses an easy two.
I'm guessing she'll want that one back.
Here comes Wapak on the offensive attack. Shot put up by Corder. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Reese Rabel. Not a good pass by Morgan Hesse. Corder steps in front of, and Ella Jacobs hustles back, and she steps in front of the pass, and the turnover will give the ball back to the Rough Riders. A little sloppy in the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, but both ends,
exactly.
both teams.
Exactly.
Both teams.
Wouldn't have been surprised if either coach, upon taking possession, took a timeout there, just kind of calm their kids down.
Reese Rabel picks up her dribble, needs help, give it to Jacob in the corner to Allmeyer.
And sometimes switching into another offense, another set, just to give them a different look.
Yeah.
Sometimes, change things up a little bit. You can always come back to what you're running later, but sometimes you need just.
Even if it's only for 1 or 2 possessions, that's it. And then switch back up.
You can do the same thing defensively. Sometimes you go into a man for a couple possessions and then go back to your zone just to mix things up a little bit and give them a different look.
Right.
And right now the Riders aren't coming up with a different look offensively, and Wapak has settled in. They're pretty comfortable right now defensively.
Well, they've definitely outscored St. Marys here in the second quarter and only trail by 9. Turnover will give the ball to the Lady Riders. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half from Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Rider Nation Station. Here to bring you all the action. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to St. Marys. Cora Rabel will trigger it in. Hesse breaks down the lane. Nope, ball knocked out of bounds by Corder.
It's a really nice help slide from Corder there. It saved a layup. Hesse was going to shoot a layup if she didn't slide over.
Shot put up by Hirschfeld off the back of the glass. 4 seconds. They're going to get a shot off. There's a shot. It's going to be way short. That's the horn. That's the end of the first half with the score. On the American Legion scoreboard, the St. Marys Lady Rough Riders 20, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 11. We'll be back with halftime right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spies. Welcome to Spies Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Marys area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
The Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023 and beyond. Send check to Friends of SM Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Marys, Ohio, or visit Graham Opera House Live to make an online payment to the 501c3. The time is now to make this happen. See more on our Facebook page at Graham Opera House Live.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Wabacher at 225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Where's our others?
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbut alongside Kelly and Derek J. Glad to have you along where we are at halftime. And the score on the American Legion scoreboard, it's the St. Marys Lady Riders 20, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 11. Quarter by quarter scoring went something like this. The Lady Rough Riders came out and attacked the basket and put up 18 points in the first quarter. They outscored the Lady Skins 18-4. And at the end of the first quarter, it was the Riders leading 18-4. And then the Wapakoneta started to see the basketball hit the bottom of the basket. Didn't put a lot of points on the board, but they made a little bit of ground as they outscored St. Marys in the second quarter, 7-2. And at the end of the half, it's the Lady Riders leading by 9, 20-11. Here to take a look at the numbers to explain why the Riders have 20 and why the Lady Skins have 11. Once again, here's Derek.
Yeah, so as we talked about that first quarter, 18 points, shot it very well from the perimeter. We were 3 of 6 in that first quarter from 3, and then went 0 for 3 in the second quarter. So they're 3 of 9 from 3, and didn't take any free throws there in that second quarter. So, not getting to the basket quite as often as we'd probably like them to. Want to give a little shout out to Reagan Allmeyer, having a nice game. She's only averaging a little less than 4 points a game, but she's already got 6 points on 1 of 2 shooting from 3-point land, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and with 3 steals in the first half. So nice kind of floor game all around. In total, the Riders are 6 of 20 from the field and 3 of 9 from 3. 14 total rebounds, pretty comparable there. Wapak has 13. All of Wapak's scoring has come from Courtney Folenkamp. She has all 11 for the Redskins. She's 5 of 6 from the field, having herself a nice game, 1 of 1 from 3. Overall, the Redskins are 5 of 24 from the field for 21%. 1 of 9 from the 3-point line. Haven't taken a free throw yet and have turned it over 8 times. St. Marys has turned it over 7, so pretty comparable in the turnover battle, and kind of another significant number. The Redskins have 5 first-half offensive rebounds, so kind of that reoccurring theme of giving up too many offensive rebounds kind of coming back and rearing its head.
So, Kelly, you've got the telestrator up and ready to go. Kind of explain to us what we're looking for as far as the Riders are concerned.
St. Marys is running their ball screen offense, and it's one of their kind of two main offenses that they do run. And something, and Derek, would this have been Finley? Was hedging hard on the ball screens.
Yeah, they trapped instead of switched.
So right here we've got the defense right here, and we'll put the ball. We'll go blue here. We'll put the ball in blue right here on the wing, and our blue. Come on, blue. Our blue guy comes up here and sets a ball screen here. When that happens against Finley, this girl was coming out here hard and hedging on the screen. But Wapak's not doing that. And St. Marys needs to know when to adjust. Instead, they're doing something that was a long time, Rusty Allen did this a lot, just switched on every screen. And so when they do, when she dribbles this way, this girl just picks her up, and this girl just swings back here to defend her, to defend the ball screener. So they're switching on defense. Right. St. Marys has got to read that, and they've got to know, okay, when they're switching, several things that can happen. One, this girl, when she's ball screens, can roll right here. Right now, we're not rolling. we're just kind of staying there and kind of, you know, half-heartedly stepping out a little bit. We're not rolling to the basket hard. Another thing we can do, sometimes this girl can, as she goes here, hard turn on the corner and drive to the basket in the middle. Anything else?
The other thing you can do with a switch is you can rescreen. A lot of college teams teach this, where the ball screener sets the screen. In our telestrator here, they're coming off to the left to the middle, and so then the screener resets
when
a little lower.
When she goes this way,
and then they set another screen.
Then this girl comes in.
And then you come back to the right.
Screens her, and then she dribbles this way.
Right. Well, my question would be this: if she would happen to pick and roll off the screen here, and you get her the ball, that's going to bring this defender here. She can now either, if she stays, go to the hoop. If she comes, kick it back out to the wing.
Right, and one thing that Wapak, to their credit, has done very, very well, these girls have done a great job of getting help side here, kind of clogging up this middle. St. Mary's needs to know that you may not be able to take it all the way to the basket. You may have to pull up in this vicinity for a little jumper, or possibly pitch it out to one of these people across here, who are helping, because they are doing a nice job of clogging up the paint.
Pretty simple from where we sit.
Yeah, it looks easy up here. Boy, it's easy up here.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Coach Burke's talked about this. Like I said, it's something that Wapak has done quite a bit in the past, and quite a few teams do that. They just switch ball screens, and so we'll see what the Riders have when they come out after halftime.
Yeah, I'm with Derek's philosophy of, you know, when I was in school, we were taught that if you were screened, it was an automatic switch.
Right.
It was automatic. And then there came a point in time where your man would come back into your area, you switch back.
Correct.
Something like that. But so we'll see what happens as far as the Rough Riders, how they handle that offensively. 20-11 our score on the American Legion scoreboard. The Lady Riders are ready to go with the second half, as are the Lady Redskins.
We're putting the telestrator. We haven't come up with a name for the telestrator here.
Wow.
It's kind of redneckish a little bit, but
and if anybody's interested in a sponsorship, we are open.
Yes. If any.
Exactly. Well, you know, keep in mind, just about a week ago, we were doing with little magnets and a stick.
Yes. So we're making progress.
Yes, we are.
But we'll see. Yeah, if anybody wants to come up with a telestrator sponsorship, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. Lady Riders have the basketball to start the second half. We'll see how things transpired in the locker room and what Coach John Burke just told his ball club, and see how they're going to make some adjustments here in the second half. Allmeyer with the basketball. There it is right there.
Yep. And I really wouldn't mind seeing little Morgan Hesse down on the blocks, and let's see if they can mano-a-mano stop her on the blocks. And that's something that we have not seen this game yet.
Lady Riders turn it over, and Lady Skins have the basketball. Seifring with the basketball, drives to the paint. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Coral Rabel. She got her from behind as she went up with the shot, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. Kiara Seifring, 5'6" junior. Of course, when you look at Coach Marcy Albert's starting five, junior, sophomore, and senior. So she's got a good nucleus of kids to work with. And
yep, good balance.
Free throw up, nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Corder. Give the ball out to Elizabeth Good.
Quarter's almost 5 rebounds a game, so that's not unusual for her to be grabbing some offensive boards.
She's already got 4.
Yep, she's hit her max already. She can't get any more. That's it.
That's it. Elizabeth Good will have the basketball as it was passed inbounds by Seifring. Zalagowski to Quarter. Good's going to launch a 3. Nope, off the front of the iron, won't go. Ella Jacobs on the backside with the rebound. Give the ball to Cora Rabel.
A nice box out by Ella Jacobs.
Reese Rabel, couple of dribbles, shoots a 3, got it. Nice shot by Reese Rabel.
Reese hadn't really gotten any really good looks since the first quarter, so that was good to see.
Timeout called by the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbut alongside Kelly and Derek J. Rough Rider Lady Basketball, Western Buckeye League style tonight. As the Rough Riders hope to increase their record to 3-0 in league play. Of course, Wapakoneta wants to have something to say about that.
Wapakoneta 1-1 in the Wild Western Buckeye League this year. I think their one win was against Defiance, I do believe, 45-34 against the Bulldogs.
When we look at the Western Buckeye League, as far as girls basketball is concerned, everybody is shooting for the OG Lady Titans. I think they're the favorites and to win the Western Buckeye League. But again, a lot of things can happen between now and then. Of course, after tonight's ball game, the Lady Rough Riders will be on the road. We will not see them back here to Grand Lake Health Systems Court until January 5th.
Wow.
Is it 5th
wow.
or is it later than that? I think it's 5th.
Looks like the 5th with the said
OG Titans.
OG Titans.
Ella Jacobs from the side. Nice shot by Ella.
Made possible by good penetration by Reese Rabel.
Good, gives the ball to Reagan Quarter. Double teamed there by the Lady Rough Riders. Good comes out with it.
Didn't close the trap. Coach
nice shot by Ella Jacobs. She steps in front of the pass.
I've said it before, Ella Jacobs would be a great corner in football.
Allmeyer for 3 won't go. Rebound comes down to Fullenkamp. She's got good hands.
Yeah, she does, and she's long. She jumps well. She seems to read things really well.
Shot put up by Elizabeth Good, and I think one thing that you cannot teach is anticipation.
Correct.
You know, just court smarts. You know where the ball is going to go, and you get about a step jump on it before the pass is even let go.
Elizabeth Good just getting on the scoreboard for the first time in the game, and she is, as we said in intros, she is the Redskins' leading scorer at 13 a game, and she's just now getting into the scorebook. So that's good news for the Rough Rider defense.
Last Rough Rider basket was made by Reese Rabel. Elizabeth Good turns it over. Morgan Hesse will give the ball to Cora Rabel.
That was kind of hand-delivered steal for Hesse on that one. And we talked about that, giving them a different look, and that's what we've seen here in the last couple possessions.
Cora Rabel for 3. Ball last touched by Elizabeth Good under the basket. Here comes a couple of substitutions. Madison Springer checks in for the Lady Redskins, and Ashley Nuss checks in for the Lady Riders. Nuss flashes across the paint. Got to get it in. Ella Jacobs with it. Reese to Cora. Cut off there. Spin move into paint. Goes up the shot up with the shot off the glass. Nah, no good.
Cora absorbed a little bit of contact on that one. Kind of surprised she didn't get a call, but maybe they thought she initiated some of the contact.
Springer with the basketball. She boots it off her foot. Picked up by Hesse. Rabel with it. Down to Ella Jacobs. She's going to launch a three. High archer. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Ella Jacobs. And that'll expand your lead in a hurry. 30-14 on the American Legion scoreboard. And Reagan Porter throws it out of bounds.
Ella shooting, she'll be about close to 35% from three. Doesn't take a ton of threes, but looks very competent shooting them.
Reese Rabel. Pick and roll by Hesse. Goes up off the window, just can't finish. Nice play, just couldn't get the ball to drop through the hole.
A little more crisp roll on that one.
Elizabeth Good. Ball is stolen by the Lady Rough Riders. Rabel to Reese. She's going to back up. She's going to launch a three. Nope, won't go. Rebound Jacobs. Cora Rabel for three. Got it. 33-14 on the American Legion scoreboard.
I could see possibly another quick timeout by
ball stolen. Reese Rabel goes up with a shot. She is fouled by Elizabeth Good. So she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Kind of a flurry of Redskin turnovers here in the last couple minutes of play.
Lady Riders have outscored the Lady Skins 13-3 here in the third quarter. Amber Schnipple checks in for Wapak.
Reese Rabel needs to step back a few feet. Looks a little more
too close.
Yeah, she's too close.
At 10 foot.
Yeah.
I think she gets a roll there, but she hit the back of the iron.
Yep, too close.
34-14 on the American Legion scoreboard. Riders putting a little pressure in the backcourt. I think as we talked earlier in the ball game, we talked about how susceptible Wapak is to the turnover, and the Rough Riders are putting a little bit of backcourt pressure on them, trying to force that turnover.
Right.
And the Rough Riders turned it over themselves and they give it back to the Lady Skins.
We'll see at the break what the count is.
Wapak has 14, St. Mary's has 9.
Springer with the basketball. To Schnipple. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Sierra Graber.
Boy, if Ashley Nuss would have just taken off on the old fly pattern there, Sierra Graber had her a Doug Spencer baseball pass right in for a layup.
Three-point shot good by Reese Rabel. 37-14, Rough Riders extend their lead. Elizabeth Good, we've got a whistle and a foul. Well, that's a nice shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't count, but.
Personal foul,
and as we said early on, Reese has had several games in a row where she's shot the ball really well. So trending upward, shooting the ball well. That's great to see. And Coach Burke's going to give her a little breather here with Lily Ramel coming into the game last part of the third quarter.
25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Kick it back out to Quarter for three. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Graber. Graber to Allmeyer. Ashley Nuss with the basketball. Morgan Hesse drives, goes up with a running one-hander, won't go. Rebound Graber, nice offensive board. Shot put up by Ramel, rolls around, won't go, and that's the end of the third quarter. With the score on the American Legion scoreboard, the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders 37, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 14. Back with the final quarter right after this.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 supports veterans programs such as Gifts for Yanks, Support the Troops, Comfort Warriors, Blood Donor, POW MIA programs, as well as children and youth programs. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Providing insurance services since 1953, the R.J. Burke Insurance Agency is here to help with your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Being an independent insurance agency representing many fine companies and located at 121 North Wayne Street in St. Mary's, contact Joe Burke or Dan Burke for a no-obligation quote today.
So that's
back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Joe Hurlbert alongside Kelly and Derek J. Rough Riders extend their lead, and Derek, thanks in part to the Lady Riders, were able to hit some three-point shots in the third quarter.
Yeah, some threes, and I think you could go back and look, but most of those seemed like they were off of turnovers. Wapak turned it over 6 times that quarter, and St. Mary's hit 4 threes kind of off of that. So it's ready-made offense when you can turn teams over like that.
Good from the corner. Good is good.
Good is good.
For a three-point goal. And I think that's another part. Elizabeth Good has not been able to get on track here in this ballgame. Rough Riders have done a good job. There's a breakout 2-on-1 right now. And Sierra Grable traveled with the basketball.
I think Sierra couldn't make up her mind whether she wanted to take it up herself or be a good teammate and make that bounce pass to Lily Ramel on the other side and cause the turnover in the process.
She needed to take another dribble, force the defender to come up and guard her. She wasn't really guarding either of them.
Ball last touch by Amber Schnippel of Wapakoneta. It'll be the Lady Riders' ball.
Riders had a 17-3 quarter quarter.
Ashley Nuss, Ramel, Allmeyer. Shot put up by Nuss, won't go. Ramel with the rebound. Back to Allmeyer. Ashley Nuss. Riders going to stretch it a little bit.
And we talked about this on Tuesday night when the other team is kind of a lot of soft defense and instead of just passing it around on the perimeter, the Riders need to attack the basket a little bit.
Nice defense by Elizabeth Good as she knocks it out of bounds, but it'll still be the Rough Rider ball. Cora Rabel and Cadence Hirschfeld checks in for St. Mary's.
Coach Burke getting a lot of people, a lot of playing time tonight, which is nice to see.
Nice turnaround jumper by Morgan Hesse, but it won't fall. We've got a jump ball.
Cora Rabel getting her nose in there for the offensive board. Very aggressive.
And who'd she tie up?
Yeah, didn't see.
Zalakowski.
Oh, you just wanted me to say it.
I did. Nice shot.
And as we said before, the Rabels are starting to heat up from the three-point line in the last 3 or 4 games. Cora over 30% now and climbing.
Shot put up by Seifring, won't go. Rebound comes down to Schnippel, it won't go, but she's fouled.
I think Morgan Hesse felt that she was straight up on that one.
Yeah. Morgan Hesse, her first, team third.
Fouls on Hesse, her first, team's third, here in the second half. Shot put up by Amber Schnipple. Misses the first one. Checking in for Wapakoneta. Number 11, the first time we've seen her.
Georgia Schroeder.
She misses them both. Hesse with the rebound.
Riders had numbers on that one if they can get it out.
Rammel. Hirschfeld back to Cora Rabel. Hirschfeld. We got man down. Lily Rammel. Down low it goes to Hirschfeld. Nope, she misses the shot. Nice shot.
Probably needed a left on that one. Instead of shooting it with the right into the defense.
Elizabeth Good goes up with a shot, doesn't draw iron. Here comes the Lady Riders. Cora Rabel handling the basketball. Lily Rammel goes up off the window and got it. Nice strong move by Lily Rammel.
Took it up strong, used her body, protected the ball with her shoulder. That was nice.
Lily's first 2 points of the ball game. 42-17. Lady Riders have this one in control with 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Turnaround jumper by Schnipple won't go. Rebound, Lady Riders. Morgan Hesse with a turnaround jumper, won't go. Off the iron, rebound comes down to Georgia Schroeder. She'll give it to Elizabeth Good. Here comes the Skins the other direction. They're going to drop it down low to Schnipple. Shot up, won't go. Rebound, we got a tie up underneath, and it'll be Wapakoneta's ball. Allmeyer, Reese Rabel checks in. Quarter checks in. Zalagowski with the basketball. Drives into paint, left-handed pass over to the corner. Shot put up by Seifring, won't go. Rebound Hesse. Here comes Allmeyer. She's got Reese Rabel. Nice pass, put it on the floor, off the glass. Missed it. Rebound, Hirschfeld won't go. She hits the deck. Here comes Wampog. Rough Riders had a couple of chances, just couldn't get it to fall. Zalagowski with the basketball. Quarter runs it down. Give the ball to Seifring. Drop it down low, kick it back out to Quarter. Shot up, nope, won't go. Morgan Hesse with the rebound. To Hirschfeld, to Reagan Allmeyer. 3:30 remaining in the basketball contest. Reese puts it on the floor. We've got a whistle on the foul on the floor before the shot.
NBA, she would have gotten a continuation foul on that. She would have been shooting two.
Foul is on Kiera Seifring. That's her first, team second. Drop it down to Hesse, kick it back to Rabel for three. Reese got it. Riders extend their lead on the American Legion scoreboard, 45-17 with 3 minutes remaining in the basketball game.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Coach Burke's probably going to pull some people.
Yep.
Clear the bench, so to speak.
Shot up, won't go. I did, but I'll do it again. We'll do this as the Rough Riders have it in transition. Don't forget this Saturday, hometown Christmas celebration featuring the St. Mary's Area Community Band under the direction of Dane Newlove. It will start at 6:30 p.m. at the Grand Opera House. Again, it's this Saturday. $10 donation at the door will benefit Friends of the St. Mary's Theater and the Grand Opera House. And also they will have special musical guests, the Memorial High School Glitter and Gold Show Choir, as well as MHS grad and current Oakwood High School band director, jazz saxophonist Adam Eulenhank, and Memorial High School graduate and BGSU grad, vocalist Rachel Thornsberry. So if you get an opportunity this Saturday, 6:30, the Grand Opera House, a hometown Christmas celebration. That worked out perfect. Morgan Hesse with 2 points of her own.
And hopefully we'll get a foul, get the clock stopped down the stretch here so we can get some subs in. There we go. Sometimes coaches will tell them, hey, just foul, so we can get the clock stopped, foul somebody.
Well, they won't bring them in until the second free throw, so they should be coming in now.
Follenkamp leading the Redskins scores. She's done most of the Redskins scoring for tonight. 11 of the 17.
I think Lauren Jacobs checked in, number 15, as did Chloe Ott, number 10.
Jacobs times 2 on the court.
Exactly.
We've got the Rabels times 2 often.
Lauren Jacobs will give the ball to Hirschfeld. Down low it goes to Lauren Jacobs. She just throws it in bounds. The ball is stolen. Here comes the Redskins. Elizabeth Good with the basketball. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Cadence Hirschfeld. 56 ticks remaining in the basketball contest. Riders lead on the American Legion scoreboard, 47-18. 3-point shot won't go. Jacobs has it. She'll get it back in, and here comes Hirschfeld. Lauren Jacobs with the basketball. It's a pick by Ott to sister Ella. Lily Rammel with the basketball. Ella Jacobs. I don't think the Riders are going to shoot it. So the Lady Rough Riders will run their overall record to 7-2 on the season. They'll go 3-0 in the Western Buckeye League.
Wapak will fall to 2-6, 1-2
in the Western Buckeye League. The Lady Riders will next be in action next Tuesday. They'll be on the road at Bell Fountain.
Long trip to Bell Fountain.
That's the final horn with the final score on the American Legion scoreboard. The Lady Rough Riders 47, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 18. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap things up from Grand Lake Health System Court right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Mark your calendars for Memorial High School's performance of Anastasia, the musical, March 31st to April 1st. Inspired by the 20th century Fox motion picture, this dazzling show transports its audience from the Russian Empire to 1920s Paris. As a brave young woman enlists the help of a charismatic ensemble cast to reconnect with her past in search of home, love, and family. Follow the St. Mary's Memorial High School Drama Club on Facebook for more information.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-9494 1624, or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Marys. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Marys. Give them a call today.
At Chef Auto Sales in St. Marys, we don't play any of those pricing games. Our quality vehicles are priced at or below market value, and our no-pressure friendly staff is here to help you. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron Hyde, the car guy at Chef Auto Sales.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court, where the Lady Rough Riders run their record to 7-2 overall, 3-0 in the Western Buckeye League with a 47-18 win over the Wapakoneta Redskins, who now dropped to 2-6 overall, 1-2 in league play. Here to take a look at the numbers one final time. Once again, here's Derek.
Lady Riders scoring 47 points on the night, 6 of 44 from the field for 36%. But very hot shooting from the three-point line, 9 of 20 for 45%. 6 of 8 from the line, 75%. 31 total rebounds, 9 offensive, which is quite good. 12 total turnovers. The leading scorer tonight for the Riders was Reese Rabel with 13 points. She was 4 of 8 from the three-point line, followed by Cora Rabel with 10, Morgan Hesse with 8, Reagan Allmeyer with 6, Ella Jacobs with 5, Kaden Terschfeld with 3, and Lily Rammel with 2. Kind of looking at significant individual stats. Ella Jacobs having a real nice, well-rounded game. 5 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals. So just kind of filling that glue player role that she does so well. Morgan Hesse, though not shooting it all together very well tonight, did have 8 rebounds, kind of consistent with her average there. And like I had mentioned earlier, Reagan Allmeyer, though she didn't play as well offensively second half, still did end up having 3 steals. So just playing good defense there. Wapak was led by Courtney Fullenkamp with 12 of their 18 points. Elizabeth Good, their normal leading scorer, held to 5 points tonight on 2 of 10 shooting. And Kiera Seifring with their lone other point. Wapak was 7 of 39 from the field for 17%. 2 of 16 from 3 for 12%, 2 of 6 from the line, 33%, and turned it over 16 times.
So those are the numbers in the contest. Kelly, any final thoughts?
We're not going to be here a bunch. We're going to, Rider Nation Station is going to be able to take a break a little bit.
We'll be here Christmas Eve, December 23rd. It's a Friday night. We will be here to bring you the game between the St. Marys Rough Riders boys and Toledo Cardinal Stritch will come to Grand Lake Health Systems.
That's a new one
That is
for
a
the
new
schedule,
one.
right?
That is a new one. So it'll be our first time seeing Toledo Cardinal Stritch. So, but other than that, the Lady Riders are on the road, and you know, they're going to have to play good basketball, especially on the road, if they want to come back intact. And, of course, their next opponent at home will be the OG Lady Titans, so they'll have their handful when they come back here.
And we've said all along that right now OG is kind of the gold standard in the WBL for girls, well, boys as well.
Right.
And that's who you're shooting to beat. And so the Riders are going to have to fine-tune and get through the holidays and hopefully be shooting well and playing good defense, and hope they can knock off the Titans.
Absolutely.
Here at home.
Well, that's going to do it for Rider Nation Station here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. For our Rider Nation Station crew and our staff and my colleagues Derek and Kelly J., I'm Joe Hurlbert. Once again, our final score from Grand Lake Health Systems Court. It's the St. Marys Lady Rough Riders 47, the Wapakoneta Lady Redskins 18. And if we don't see you before or after Christmas, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And until next time, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.